Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
If you look back to some of the first videos we recorded when we were streaming out on the internet at live.pirillo.com, which we're doing right now as we're recording this video, the lighting wasn't always optimal. A lot of videos just looked very dark, largely because the lights that I had in my room weren't good. I mean, they were good enough for me, but the camera just didn't pick up as much light as it needed to. And Ponzi came home one day with these eco-friendly light bulbs that were brighter and gave off less heat and certainly consumed less energy. And the difference was quite literally night and day. Yes, they are recessed lights in the ceiling. And, just what a big difference something so small as a light bulb can make. Not only just with videotaping, so to speak, even though there's no tape in this camera, video recording, I should say, or just general day-to-day living. Light is everything, and I've got a top 5 list, light bulb tips submitted by our friend Tuxedo Jericho, and he's submitted quite a few top 5 lists. Just emails them to me, chris@pirillo.com, and I thought this was a good list to discuss with everybody. Number 1, when replacing a light bulb, try to get one that uses less power. Now we have the new twisted fluorescent bulbs. They use less power than their incandescent counterparts and put off the same amount of light. So as I said before, I'm now, taking up less energy, giving off more light, and giving off less heat at the same time. Saving money, brighter, and I guess a little more eco-friendly. The one thing about the light bulbs that I do have now, kind of a small caveat, don't expect to turn them on and have them be at full brightness immediately. It'll take a couple minutes to warm up, and then they're fine. But the light here now is a little warmer than it used to be, but I really like these light bulbs. They really do a good job. So find the one that works for you and specifically in your room. Number 2, if replacing a broken bulb, take a potato and cut it in half, place it on the bulb, and apply a little pressure towards the socket. That will allow you to get the parts of the bulb that are left and remove them. Be aware to make sure that the power is off first. It's very important. Make sure the power is off. I've heard that tip before. I've never, thankfully, had to use it, but use a potato if necessary. Number 3, when putting in a new bulb into the socket, rub a small amount of regular bar soap, not the liquid kind, to the bottom of the bulb on the threading. This will allow it to turn in the socket a little more easily. So if you're having something that's kind of, grease it up a little bit. I don't know if WD-40 would work. And he's suggesting soap. I've never done it before, so that's Tuxedo Jericho's tip, not mine. Number 4, know what type of bulb you need for each light. Some lamps are better set for 2- and 3-way bulbs. Now those bulbs are, designed to have different output levels per click on the power knob. Some lamps may take a special bulb. Just make sure you know what type of bulb the lamp needs. And you may try different types of bulbs. Some are going the lamp, of course, is going to take a certain threading, but in different rooms, you may want different light. Changing the bulbs in this room made all the difference in the world. This is a much more natural light in this room now than there was before. And these are, I tell you, they're perfect bulbs for this room. Number 5, this final tip mainly pertains to theater lights, but after a bulb blows, make sure the bulb has cooled down enough to change it. Household bulbs don't normally get that hot, but the stage lights do. If you still feel heat, give it a little more time to get cooler, or use a good heat-resistant glove. I've burnt my hand a few times on twisting bulbs before they were ready to be twisted out of their socket to change, but sometimes I get a little antsy. Keep that in mind. You can still burn yourself, especially if it's hot. Don't know if you could burn yourself if it was too cold, unless it was really, really cold, like, absolute 0, and then in which case I don't think a bulb could operate at that temperature, at least not a normal one. No matter, I really appreciate these tips, Tuxedo Jericho. I hope they helped people out there. Maybe motivate you enough to just change your lighting, change the type of bulb you've got, try something new, try something different. It can change the entire way you will live in that particular room. Never thought it possible. you're seeing it for yourself. So my email address, again, is chris@pirillo.com if you've got any tips for me to share with the rest of the community. Maybe you've got a favorite type of light bulb. Huh? Maybe you got one to suggest for the rest of them. Maybe there's one that's better than any other light bulb out there. What light bulbs do you like and why? I know light is... What are we talking about light bulbs? It's kind of a stupid thing. No, it's not. Light, as I've clearly established, is very important. Without light, you're living in darkness. And darkness is just not that much fun. It's way overrated. Way, way, way overrated. But what isn't overrated is our chat room, which is open 24 hours a day. We're typically talking tech. I guess, there is some technology related to light bulbs, at least as far as energy efficiency is concerned. You're welcome to swing by anytime, asking questions, answering questions, just being a friendly person. You just want to say hi, doesn't matter. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.